I mean, look at this thing, right? How insane is even this case? This is the coolest case I've ever seen in this studio. This is the oldest guitar I've had on this YouTube channel since I've started doing YouTube full time. In this case, is a 1914 Gibson L3, and I have to fix it up and clean it up because my friend Daniel's coming tomorrow to pick it up. But before it does, we have to look at it, talk about it. I want to show you, I mean, this thing is so incredibly cool. The case, I mean, look at this. Where does your heart go when you see a case like this? Think about, do you own anything that would look like this by the time you're done with it, or the time your grandkids are done with it? So, let's dig in. Make sure you subscribe. I'm Jeremy, I'm the Guitar Hunter. It is my mission to help people find the right guitars, and a lot of times, guitars are cool and they just find you. So, let's talk about it, and let's dig in. So first, I want to show you everything that's going on with this guitar, and then there's a couple things we do need to do before it goes to Daniel tomorrow. We need to restring it, and there's another thing in here that we need to figure out. So, let's dig in. So here's the guitar itself. Now there are a few parts that we need to talk about first. This is celluloid plastic. This is one of the early kind of first generations of plastic. You can see that this thing has been breaking for a long time, and lots of super glue has been added to it to try and hold it back together. So we're going to be very careful with this. The other part that is worth identifying is that this is from the original seller, whoever had this. So it says 1914. That's the main way in which we've been calling this a 14. I'm not totally sure what it is, but let's keep looking. In the case as well are the original tuners, the original Ivory tuners. Now there is one broken peg here, and so that is a pretty sad thing. These are incredibly well made, still have Ivory buttons. These are, I mean, they're a really important part of this guitar's history and guitar history in general. Now here's another bridge for this. I believe this one has a patent number. From January 18th of 1921 is the patent number on this. Now this is probably a replacement. It might be the original, but it couldn't quite be the original if this was a 14. This case is literally falling apart as I'm doing this video. There are pieces and parts coming off. One of the things that I really love, I love old print and old styling, just old marketing pieces. So this is a box that came from Elton Banjos. And so these are original banjo pegs. Now this isn't a banjo, obviously, but there is a banjo tuner in here, and I'm not totally sure why. There's also a button that came off of this case. You can see the wood that has broken off of it. There's another piece of, there's a bunch of pieces of wood that came off of the case. There's also this piece that came off of the pickguard as well, covered in super glue, trying to stop just the inevitable rot of that celluloid plastic. Here's that missing corner of the pickguard. And then there's also just a couple more pieces of the case that have fallen apart and are now in here. Now the guitar itself is worth talking about. There's a lot of fret wear along here. There's binding that's missing on the side of the neck, or I don't believe there was binding on this neck, but the fingerboard has shrunk so much. And now there is, the neck itself is wider than the fingerboard because the fingerboard has shrunk. Wrap tail with the tuners, there's a very strange, I don't know why someone would have restrung it where they put the string around. Maybe they couldn't get it to stick or make that bend around the end of the tailpiece. You see the pegs here coming off the fingerboard. This is where you would have had the mounts for the pickguard itself. And then this bridge has probably been swapped, but this is Brazilian rosewood. Now there's one crack here on this side, but other than that, it's in surprisingly good shape up front. And here is where we started getting into some of the weird stuff. Let's flip this guitar around and we will see a lot. There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna bring you back up front and we're gonna talk about this. So I'm moving from the back of the guitar over here up to the neck. Let's start back here. There is a lot of work and refinishing work. There are some cracks that have happened on this, and all of this binding is actually wood binding, and it is very poorly done. Let me try and get you in closer here. So it is maybe someone in wood shop. I mean, it's really poor work, but it's still a really cool back and side. So it's maple, I believe, and then maple on the rim. And it's been stained very dark. It's had this binding added. There are a few cracks that have been repaired. 1, 2, 3, 4 cracks maybe 5, possibly 6. And then the neck along here is very beautiful. And so the neck itself, it's still in really good shape. Has really great patina on the back of the neck. Now the weirdest part of this guitar that we have to address, and I don't understand it, what a strange choice, is right here. So this guitar has Schallers. This guitar has Schaller tuners. These are very, very unusual 1980s kind of Gibson locking tuners. And with this, man, it's a strange choice. I don't know why those happened, but in the end, they strangely actually work best for Daniel, who's getting this guitar. So I'm going to pick this guitar up, put all the stuff very carefully back into the case, and then once all of this stuff is back in the case, I will put a clean blanket down or my guitar pad, and I'll restring this guitar. The other thing that we have to figure out is there's a rattle. There is a pickup. Now check this thing out. So there is a pickup. Someone has modified this original tailpiece to accept a 1/2 inch, an acoustic guitar pickup. In addition to that, they have put tape around this they put tape around this end pin so that it would fit inside the strap. So we got to figure out what this is. We have to do a little bit of research into this. So let's get this thing all set up and take the strings off, and then we'll figure out what to do with this thing. All right, we're going inside. No, we're not. My phone doesn't fit. Well, my phone doesn't fit. Hey, yeah, my phone doesn't fit in here. So, what do? Do I just take it out the end pin? I don't know. It's time for the live show. I also have to pause. Okay. Let us see. Well. Okay. That's broken.
To help her with this proper malingering screen test.
We did it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. All right, Daniel will be here tomorrow.
It's as cool as I thought it would be, but
it's tying here.
It's narrower than I thought.
Hey, look who I found. Daniel's here. You guys remember Daniel went to the Philly Guitar Show with me. Daniel, what's your deal?
So I'm buying a 1913 Gibson L3.
Yes, and you haven't seen it yet in person.
No, and this is my first time with Jeremy at his place, and it's narrower than you'd expect.
But there has been so much hold on, can you move over there? Shuffle out of the way. We moved all this stuff on the wall. Anyway, also, Morgan.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. So this is Morgan?
Yep.
What's your deal? Who are you?
Dan's friend from high school, just another guitar player too, mainly electrics though.
Yeah.
So just here for support.
You're the one that we found the Explorer for.
That's right, the Explorer at the Philadelphia Guitar Show.
Yes. Cool. Well, all right, Daniel, it's your time to shine, buddy. This thing is super cool. I'm excited for you to have it. And now we'll do another dance. I'll come over here.
This case is something.
Dude, isn't it amazing?
It is.
There it goes.
Well, it's up. Okay. Wow. So, this top has so much mojo in it.
Seriously.
It says 84 underneath where the label would be in the inside, which is torn apart.
I'm surprised how bright the mother of pearl still is after all these years.
Yeah, and then you get to the back and you're like, what did you do?
Yeah. Some guitars are better looking on the back than on the front. This one
is not that one.
Yeah, but it's got the, the moneymaker. And then this is...
You have, they're not quite straight, but they work. Schaller tuners on the back.
Which strangely work, like I talked about it earlier in the video. So basically, like with the trapeze tailpiece, there's a lot of like, it's kind of loose and they have to settle, but having locking tuners on one end actually makes the thing stay in tune pretty well.
Yeah. Well. Ooh. Nice.
Hey, free pick.
Got a pick. This is going to be tough to play.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah. Oh, while we're here, we should do a plug for Bluebell straps.
Yes, we should.
We should. So this is the gorgeous strap that I will shortly figure out how to attach to this wonderful new guitar of mine. And I just have to say, Jose, this is awesome. I mean, it came with the same kind of leather pouch that Jeremy showed on his last video. It came with a really nice bag. It's comfortable. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, and like I literally have more Bluebell straps. So those are both being given away. But anyway.
Sounds like an old archtop.
So cool. Loose and they have to settle, but having locking tuners on one end actually makes the thing stay in tune pretty well.
Yeah. Well. Ooh. Nice.
Hey, free pick.
Got a pick. This is going to be tough to play.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah. Oh, while we're here, we should do a plug for Bluebell straps.
Yes, we should.
We should. So this is the gorgeous strap that I will shortly figure out how to attach to this wonderful new guitar of mine. And I just have to say, Jose, this is awesome. I mean, it came with the same kind of leather pouch that Jeremy showed on his last video. It came with a really nice bag. It's comfortable. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, and like I literally have more Bluebell straps. So those are both being given away. But anyway.
Sounds like an old archtop.
So cool.
I mean, it's not fretting out yet. It sounds pretty great for a guitar that's a survivor.
Yeah, for what, 108 years old?
Patent July 19th, 1910.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I think this is a different bridge. The original bridge, there's all kinds of extra stuff still in here.
Case.
Yeah, so on this bridge,
crack.
On this bridge it says like patent 1919, 1918.
And this one doesn't say anything on it.
And here, check this out. Those are the original tuners.
Jeez.
So like original Iveroid. Yeah, and so this one button is broken off, but it's in the case. But
I mean, for 100 and some odd years old, it's not bad.
Seriously.
Like, these could get, I'm sure these could get
I
working
wonder,
again.
you could find somebody that's clever and have them fix that.
This is, thank you, Jeremy. This is very cool. This is, oh, that's for the pick guard.
Yes. You have to
So
see
that's
this.
where the pick guard attaches. Or would have
We'll
attached.
hold it very carefully.
Because it's going to break because it's celluloid.
Yeah, so that's...
Wow, it's
cellular.
heavy.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
It's so heavy.
And look how much super glue's in there that they've been trying to hold this thing together
This
for
thing's
years.
literally made of super glue at this point. And
And
so it
there's
would...
that one little corner piece.
And then, so this
Right
piece
here.
would go here, like that.
Yep, that would go there.
Yeah.
And then there's a bracket as well here. Yeah, and then there's all kinds of little pieces of like what the case used to be. Or pieces of the case. There's a banjo tuner in there because why not?
Yeah. This is... So this would have been a Cremona Sunburst originally. And now it's a... I mean, look at... Wow, they wore all the way down to the wood playing on it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited for you.
This is very cool, Jeremy. This is gonna... I love... This neck actually kind of reminds me of a banjo neck.
Yeah, it's very round.
It's, yeah. It's very comfortable.
Cool. Let me take a couple pictures and then we'll get out of here.
It's so... I can understand why you love this thing.
That's so good.
But you knew it was from a... I mean, you knew it was this nice from a block.
That's what's crazy. From holding it as a box.
Yeah, like that... Yeah.
It's in Dad gets. Good luck. Well, that's the end of this video, and at the very end, because Daniel and I are friends, that we probably hung out another hour or so after the video was done. He and I got to doing some horse trading, and I traded him my Wright Lutherie Jumbo for this Epiphone Casino, and I'm working on making a video on this. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was super cool. I really like that Gibson. It's a really fun guitar. And man, it's so cool. That thing's 108 years old, and it still has so much life. The case does not have much life left. And so we definitely need to find a new case, and he's working on that. But thank you, Daniel. That was so fun to hang out. He's a friend that I literally just made through making YouTube videos and talking about guitars. And now we really are good friends, and we really enjoy hanging out. So anyway, this was super fun. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm Jeremy. I'm the Guitar Hunter. And I always love hanging out. And if you want to learn how to buy and sell guitars, I'm always up for helping you. I do a couple things to help you do that. Number one, offer a course called Write Guitars Faster, which is a fun kind of video course that you can just work through over a week or two and just learn how to buy, sell, and collect guitars. And then other things, we can just hang out and you can have a video. Actually, it would be this same perspective, just sitting here at my desk. I do video calls, I do coaching. If you just want to pick my brain, you're torn between two guitars, or you went to a guitar shop and you felt overwhelmed, I get it. So I want to help, so you can check all that stuff out. JeremyTheGuitarHunter.com/contact, and you can see your schedule, see when it works for you and when it works for me, and we can hang out and yeah. So anyway, I hope you have a great time, and I'm going to go play this guitar. I've played this guitar. It's been about 2 weeks since all this stuff just happened. I have played this guitar until my fingers hurt, and it is basically a perfect electric guitar for me in juxtaposition to my Telecaster. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. See you later.